You said something really important, and some people might ask, what does PMI have to do with green initiatives other than maybe wanting to feel good about it? It's more than feeling good. And you kind of mentioned it offhanded, but I want to underline that sentence. Real change is often, the vehicle for real change is projects, right? Mm-hmm. Project management is important. I think what's also important, and this is kind of one of my soapboxes that I like to get on, I had the privilege of doing a little bit of work for some of the UN organizations, for the UNIDO in particular. And what I liked about them is that they differentiated between, not them, just them, but also them, that they understand that there's a deliverable, there's an output, which is sometimes technical, sometimes specific. The people who deliver the deliverable are in love with it. The people who receive it say, I'm not really that, it's not that important to me. What I want to know is, what is the outcome? What is the benefit that I derive from that? And I think when we talked about prosperity, I'm going to tie this together in just a moment, and this whole value delivery concept. And I think one of the biggest challenges that I'm sure you also face in your advocacy for this topic is that a lot of people think that those are two things that stand in contrast, in competition with one another. You can't do something that's sustainable and talk about prosperity at the same time, because all these initiatives cost money, right? Mm-hmm. And I like the fact that this is one of the things you're addressing, because ultimately I think you have outputs, you have outcomes, but I think the true value, if we're talking about really achieving mission and vision in an organization, is what impact you have. Mm-hmm. And whether it's SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, translated maybe into your context, mm-hmm. okay, is an important thing. And I think it's also great that publicly traded companies, executives are asked to show how many green points they've developed over the time. I think it's important. I think we're far from it being really established and well set, but I think that's important. So from your perspective, you see PMI being well positioned for this advocacy role.
Yes, absolutely. And I want to go back. Last year, PMI launched the biggest research that we've conducted, that is the Project Success Report. Mm-hmm. And it was a global research, to identify what a successful project is. Mm-hmm. And a successful project is the one that adds value, mm-hmm. the impact that you were talking before. And another insight that is super relevant is that sustainability is the higher predictor of project success. Mm-hmm. So we map projects, and the one that were including KPIs and that sustainable aspect, they were 2.5 times more successful. Okay. So that is also a good case for including sustainability mm-hmm. in your projects. Of course, we want to do good, and good is the new cool. But we want to really make an impact, and we want our projects to be successful. And also we are seeing that the organizations that invest in sustainability, there is a correlation in profit, because ultimately sustainability is about efficiency. So how efficient we are in the use of our resources, in the use of our own energy. So it's not that sustainability is opposite of profit. In fact, if you promote impact, then the profit comes. And that there are a lot of research, and we are seeing this more and more talking with organizations.